Rain delays at the College World Series are impacting businesses around the stadium and in the Old Market as fans look for activities to pass the time. But the way they may be affected might not be the way you think.
Reporter Alexa Ray on how those businesses are either coping or profiting from the bad weather. She's live for us tonight.
For businesses around the stadium, they actually say that the rain delays weren't a problem. But for businesses in the Old Market, they weren't seeing quite the same increases.
Two best words during the College World Series are rain delay.
As fans tried to find shelter from the bad weather at the College World Series today, businesses were opening their doors.
Those doors come open at 9 o'clock and we just kind of stay steady all day.
For the buildings and tents around the stadium, as the rain came down, sales went up.
If it starts to rain, we have a huge tent and they really flock in, and then they look around and buy stuff.
Businesses say with the additional games being added each day, they are just getting busier.
Normally it'd be busy here, but not super busy. Today will be a great afternoon because you've added another game.
Right now we're doing very good, I think.
While businesses just outside the stadium are booming, businesses close to the stadium, like in the Old Market, aren't quite seeing the same increase all day long.
We've had some people in. I think we would have more people in if it wasn't raining.
However, they aren't suffering.
The evenings seem to be better because people come out to eat dinner. There's a lot of dinner places, so they come out to eat dinner and then they stop here for dessert.
During this bad weather, though, businesses say it's all about offering something to entice fans to stop by and check it out.
Well, it's inside. You're not standing in a parking lot. You're not standing under a tent. You know, it's cool. It's air conditioned in here. You know, we've got the doors open. We've got all the TVs on.
And rain or shine, they will be open for business.
No, I'm trying to figure out whether it's better when it's hot or when it's cool. I'm not sure.
Well, with the rain letting up, for now, the games are expected to continue as planned with Game 8 underway right now. Live in Baseball Village, Alexa Ray, 3 News Now.
All right, we've seen a lot of extremes in just a week. Well, you could say all this rain is making some fans at the College World Series a little stir-crazy. We talked with a Mississippi State fan about what it took for him to make it to the College World Series.
Terry Powell decided he was going to pull a bit of a prank on our reporter Megan Stewart with his answer, but to be fair, she was aware of it.
The sacrifices that we personally made to be here are incredible. My wife's boyfriend sold his prosthetic leg on Craigslist to afford me the opportunity to be here, but they get alone time and I get a chance to be in Omaha.
Oh my gosh. All in good fun. Megan's story has gone viral. You can see the rest of the good-natured banter in a web extra on our website, 3newsnow.com. Major League Baseball is coming to Omaha next summer. Our partners at the Omaha World Herald are reporting the Detroit Tigers and Kansas City Royals will play a regular season game in Omaha the week before the 2019 College World Series opener. Major League Baseball and the NCAA have been working on a game as a kickoff event to the CWS. MLB has not made an announcement yet official. A news conference, though, is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon at TD Ameritrade Park. What's the name? Millions of dollars and bragging rights on a building for 2 decades. Mecca announced today a major change to downtown Omaha's arena.
Starting September 1st, the CenturyLink Center is no more. It will be known as the CHI Health Center. Reporter Megan Hahn is here with more on the reasons and the big bucks involved. Megan.
CHI Health in Mecca says the renaming of the event center is a move for a healthy, strong Omaha. Sporting events, concerts, and healthcare. Come September 1st, they'll all be tied together as the CenturyLink Center is renamed with CHI Health branding.
We know that health is not just about medicine and surgery. Health is about community connections, human kindness, relationships, activity.
The $23.5 million deal between Mecca and the not-for-profit healthcare system gives naming rights to the arena. Known since 2011 as the CenturyLink Center, it was previously owned by Quest before being bought out. It's a name that's stuck.
You hear Quest Center all the time still, you know, and so I think that's the challenge when you change the name. But as long as people still come, ultimately I think that's what's best for Omaha.
Critics say CHI Health Center could be confusing, especially to out-of-town visitors.
I would think it would be somewhere you went to the doctor or did something for your health. I wouldn't think it would be a an event center.
But others say it's just the nature of the business.
I don't think so. I don't think it's any odder than it being a CenturyLink center. It doesn't matter to me. Someone paid money and got the naming rights, is what I would think.
Naming rights will be paid for from the CHI Health's marketing fund. Reporting in studio, I'm Megan Hahn, 3 News Now.
Tonight, a warning from a business in the Old Market. There's funny money making the rounds. The security coordinator for Cubby's convenience store says on Saturday night they confiscated a fake $20 bill. They have not been able to identify the person because hundreds of people went into the store and the customer might have received it elsewhere. Coming up at 6, what you should watch for and if police are seeing a spike in counterfeit bills.
We've been following the opioid epidemic nationwide and the trends here locally. Just last night, a Nebraska state trooper used Narcan to revive a person who overdosed on drugs. The Omaha Police Department has been training and equipping officers with Narcan for about a year now. It can reverse the painkiller's effects.
The spray and quick thinking of 2 officers possibly saved a life. Reporter Maya Sines talked to them about how they did it.
Officers Andrew Ray and Christopher Smith have been with OPD since 2015. They've been called on dozens of opioid overdose calls throughout the years.
It's not pinpointed to one side of town. It's non-discriminate. It's all over the city. All ranges of age, race, ethnicity, it doesn't matter.
Then on May 27th, an overdose call came in over the radio.
It first came out as an overdose, and so we really didn't know if it was from drugs or alcohol. And as we were on our way to the house, it was further updated that the suspect had overdosed from heroin.
He was blue in color. We checked his pulse. He had a very faint pulse and kind of sporadic, shallow breathing. So with the information we were provided, plus the signs we saw, it was apparent that he was suffering from an opiate overdose.
Officer Smith quickly pulled out the Narcan nasal spray, an emergency treatment to block or reverse the effects of an opioid overdose.
That was the first time I've ever used Narcan. It worked out in his case.
Smith and Ray stored their Narcan in their vests.
It was easily accessible being right here, you know, versus being in my car or in my work bag or in a pocket where it could get crushed.
They say the drug can help save lives, like the one the pair saved last month.
There's several instances where we arrive on scene before medics do, and those minutes can be crucial when somebody's suffering from an opiate overdose.
And it's not just users who could need the life-saving dose.
With this huge fentanyl epidemic that's going on, it's airborne. We don't know if we can be exposed, and I'd rather have this tool to use to save my life, my partner's life, or a fellow officer's life, along with the citizens of the city.
Maya Sines, 3 News Now.
Quick thinking by those men in blue. Right now it's voluntary for OPD officers to carry the Narcan spray, but the department is training all officers in how to use it.
Also, a Papillion officer tweeted out this afternoon, Papillion officers are now equipped with Narcan, but say hopefully they don't have to use it. An automated shuttle arrived in Lincoln today. After testing at Nebraska Innovation Campus, the Nevaeh shuttle will be in the capital city this summer, carrying people around the Haymarket area. Lincoln was chosen earlier this year as one of 35 champion cities by Bloomberg. The nationwide competition encourages city officials to develop bold ideas in meeting transportation needs. The Omaha Fire Department met with members of the community at Hardy Coffee Company this morning. Firefighters sat with people and answered questions, heard concerns, and listened to feedback about the station. OFD hopes to build strong relationships in the metro through this program.
A national symposium in Omaha today focused on young children who do not speak English as a first language. The Buffett Early Childhood Institute concentrated on critical issues raised in a report from the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. The number of students learning English is increasing in Nebraska. Many early childhood programs in schools are struggling to provide adequate instruction and support for the young learners.
The first 7 years of life are the prime time for language learning. We have learned as well from our research that dual language learning, or learning more than one language, is a great cognitive asset. Intellectually, it's an advantage to know more than one language.
In Nebraska, only 60% of English learners graduate from high school, compared to 90% in the rest of the country. The Buffett Early Childhood Institute is working to close that so-called achievement gap. President Trump signed an executive order today, what he's trying to put an end to, and if there might be a longer-term solution.
You're watching KMTV 3 News Now with Jennifer Griswold, Craig Negrelli, and Weather Alert Team meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin. This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 5.
On the next list, cool down and catch a buzz.
When life gives you lemons, make spiked lemonade ice cubes.
3 refreshing summer staples with a boozy twist on the next list.
Tonight at 6:30 on KMTV 3. The 3 News Now mobile storm tracker, sponsored by Jensen Tire and Auto.
At Mutual of Omaha, we listen only to our customers, not to Wall Street, not to outside shareholders. We listen to you. For over 100 years, it's how we've built honest, compassionate, and lasting relationships. And so, that's how we begin, by listening. To see how we can recommend the insurance that makes sense for you, call 800-88-LISTEN or find an agent at mutualofomaha.com.
The best part about being a bath fitter installer is the reveal. Homeowners greet us in the morning and love that we're going to install a beautiful new tub right over their old one without tearing the bathroom apart. But they're never quite prepared for what they get come the end of the day. We call it the wow moment. When they see their new bathtub that's high quality and more beautiful than they could have imagined, I can't help but smile. Since it's Bath Fitter, it's built to last a lifetime. We guarantee it.
Book your free in-home consultation today. Call or visit bathfitter.com.
Remember your first bike? No, your first real bike. So can you imagine the feeling you'll get from your first real truck? The GMC Sierra. Step up to GMC with nearly $14,000 total value on a specially equipped 2018 Sierra SLT Crew Cab model when you finance through GM Financial.
Visit your hometown Omaha GMC dealer.
Hi, this is Cheryl Kay from Star 104.5. Did you know an air conditioner can account for over 60% of your utility bills if it's not properly maintained? Usually it breaks down on the hottest day of the year. That's why I trust the trouble-free tune-up from Apex Heating and Cooling. Their detailed check comes with a no breakdown guarantee. If your system breaks down after the checkup, Apex will credit the cost towards additional repairs. Schedule your trouble-free tune-up with Apex Heating and Cooling today.
This afternoon, President Trump signed an executive order to end family separations at the U.S.-Mexico border.
The fallout from President Trump's zero-tolerance policy has increased pressure on Congress to pass an immigration bill. Images of children separated from their parents have led to emotional reactions from coast to coast. The president maintains there will be zero tolerance for illegal border crossings.
It's about keeping families together, while at the same time being sure that we have a very powerful, very strong border.
Still undecided whether the GOP should attempt to pass comprehensive immigration reform or just focus on keeping families together. Until a decision is made, families will now be kept together. We're hearing from an American graduate student arrested in Vietnam last week. 32-year-old William Nguyen was beaten and dragged in the middle of demonstrations about ecom. Nguyen is a second-generation Vietnamese American. He attended Yale and was visiting Vietnam before graduating from the University of Singapore next month. His sister says their family has not been able to speak with him since police there arrested him 10 days ago.
The image that they're trying to portray is not who he is. Definitely not violent.
According to the state-run Vietnam news agency, he's accused of disturbing public order. At least 3 Democratic lawmakers are calling on President Trump to help secure his release.
It's not just Omaha. Severe weather from the Mountain West to Illinois. Which areas saw hail? And the state that is getting soaked after a pretty long drought. That's next.
And while the overall severe weather threat is decreasing across the area, overnight another round of rain headed our way, plus scattered showers throughout the day on Thursday. Finally a dry day on Friday, but I'll let you know how long that will last after the break.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend, only at the Ralston Arena. Browse the largest display of hot tubs in the region from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Ralston Arena. Visit spashow.com.
Shop Woodhouse first for the all-new 2019 Jeep Cherokee during the Jeep Celebration event. With redesigned exterior and elevated interiors, the 2019 Cherokee is an exquisitely crafted SUV for only $199 per month lease. This is Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Hey, Coach, what's so important?
Sizzle, Earl. Our school mascot is in desperate need.
Of sizzle?
Of sizzle. Like this cheesesteak burrito. It's a burrito, but made with sirloin steak. That, sir, is sizzle.
Well, what's wrong with our current mascot?
Look at him. That strike fear to your heart?
No.
Sizzle, Earl. Sizzle. Olay the day.
Our new sirloin steak burritos are loaded with steak and bold flavors. Olay the day at Taco John's.
If you're looking to improve your days, focus on your nights. At the Love My Lebeda mattress sale, flippable pillow plush mattress set start at only $5.99. Get the luxurious Lebapedic queen set with cool gel memory foam to reduce pressure points and keep you comfortably cool, now just $7.99. Experience Talalay latex for amazing tension relief and muscle relaxation, or try an adjustable bed with power base for the ultimate sleep experience. Plus, take up to 4 years to pay at Lebeda Mattress Factory's Love My Lebeda mattress sale.
Does that say monthly connection charges?
Again? Let me see.
Other carriers pull the wool over your eyes, charging up to $20 per month per line for connection charges.
Unbelievable.
But US Cellular has no monthly connection charges. Don't get the wool pulled over your eyes. US Cellular has no hidden fees, like connection charges on iPhones or Apple Watch.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend only at the Ralston Arena. Browse over 50 hot tubs from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. Show admission is free. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Ralston Arena. Visit spashow.com.
Atlantic, thanks for watching KMTV3.
All right, Weather Alert meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin is here. And Jenny, you know what? It didn't even need an alarm today. It was just the repetitive sump pump sound in our house that kept going off.
Yeah, I mean, the rain going to bed is actually kind of relaxing in some ways, but this has been intense.
It really has. I mean, it's been ongoing since Sunday and has just not really let up across the area. And when we're seeing a little break right now, well, believe it or not, another round coming in during the overnight hours early tomorrow morning. Right now, just a couple of spotty showers. All that rain that's hanging out over northwestern Iowa and northeastern Nebraska and even South Dakota and Minnesota, that was what was impacting us early this morning and even up until around the lunchtime hour. But now just some spotty showers, kind of hit and miss activity. Not expecting a whole lot. Really not any thunder or lightning with these storms moving through between Millard, Boys Town area, around Elkhorn, across Bellevue, just seeing a couple of stray sprinkles and some showers. Wanted to show you the estimated rain totals that we've seen here since Sunday. We were mentioning just how much rain we've been collecting. This is Douglas County, Washington County, we've got Pottawatomie County, and look at these amounts, the purples and the reds, ranging between 4 to up to 6 inches since Sunday. I pull the picture back and you're going to see the bullseye in one county, in Jefferson County, right along the Kansas-Nebraska state line, and that's in Fairbury area, and they have collected more than 7, and a lot of that fell since yesterday. So you can see across a large portion of the area, the totals basically ranging between 2 to up to 5 inches in most of eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. So probably not a surprise. The Missouri River now under a flood warning from Plattsmouth all the way to St. Joe, with some minor flooding taking place there. Flash flood watch for tonight and even into early tomorrow morning in our northern counties. This is where the heaviest rain continues. So for most of us, the watch not in effect for us across eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. The overall severe weather threat certainly decreasing for us, but still the chance that we could have a couple stray showers popping up as we go into the overnight hours tonight. Early tomorrow, most of the activity occurs in the morning, and then we continue to see things drying out into Friday. Notice not even a chance for rain in the forecast. So finally, a drier day coming our way. And here's Futurecast on the rain totals with this next round coming in through the overnight hours. By 6 a.m. in the morning, looks like the majority of the heaviest precipitation will take place between Wayne, Norfolk, and Columbus, ranging between 3/4 of an inch up to almost 2 inches in the Wayne area. Our amounts will probably range between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. So it's going to be very light rainfall coming in, but still pretty steady and will impact the early morning morning commute. 74 degrees right now, very comfortable, but boy, look at these dark skies from looking at our Harrah's Casino cam into downtown. Northwest winds at 12 miles an hour, almost a half an inch of rainfall since the rain started early this morning, and still pretty humid outside with 73% humidity. In the morning and again for the remainder of this evening, see a little stray shower or sprinkle popping up with the heaviest to the north. Here it comes. You can see that area of low pressure just spiraling right over the Omaha metro, and that's going to pull in more moisture from the north. Again, from Columbus and Norfolk, that will be the hot spot as far as the potential for more moderate rainfall. Light showers here in town. That's at midnight. We continue that trend up until about 7 o'clock in the morning. Again, with very light rain expected throughout the early morning hours. We'll see a bit of a break as we go into lunchtime, expecting just some spotty showers. So again, very scattered, very hit and miss activity. And afternoon highs are going to stay way below average. Tomorrow is actually the first day of summer. Begins at 5:07 in the morning, and it's not going to feel like it. It's going to feel more like spring with temperatures in the low to mid and even upper 60s. Looks like we'll stay below 70 degrees. That forecast for tomorrow night's game, expected to see temperatures in the 60s and spotty rain at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. The next 72 hours will stay below average with temperatures in the 70s. Dry day for Friday. Saturday, a chance for some scattered storms late in the afternoon and evening. Drier day on Sunday. And more storms rolling in Monday and Tuesday, and that's when the heat starts to build back across the area.
It is crazy to see those lower temps compared to what we've been dealing with for a while, but still with all this rain, it's just another blow when it comes to the weather.
I know. We start summer and it's going to feel like spring.
Yeah. Thanks, Jen.
Crazy. Wild weather slammed much of the country last night, stretching from Utah to Washington, D.C. Hail the size of baseballs, look at this, hammered Colorado, leaving Fort Collins blanketed in an icy mess. Look at this shelf cloud right there. That's in Illinois. Also in Texas, a tropical storm is soaking many parts of Texas with rain. Flash flooding is now a major concern. Coming up at 6, constant rain is bloating lakes, creeks, even ditches in the Omaha area. What the Natural Resources District plans to do about the problem. Also the damage that still needs to be cleaned up. That's at 6.
523, a live look downtown Omaha from our Harrah's Casino camera. The fountain is going strong there. It looks like it is blowing